All right, the next exercise we're going to look at is single independence. So this is the next type of stroke, the single independent stroke, where one mallet moves independent of the other mallet in a single hand. All right, we're going to get into some numbering of mallets, and I'll show that in the next part of this video, so you can check that out. This obviously exercise works on some one single independent note at a time, and then each hand doing a single independent note, and then we get into some 16th notes at the end of it. So pretty thorough use of single independent strokes. This is obviously a very common stroke in four mallet playing. We'll also have the practice track that'll take you along with some drum set playing accompaniment that you can practice with, and then the assignment is due on the 25th. It'll be the only assignment that you have due that day. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the exercise.
In the previous exercise, we worked on double verticals with double meaning two and vertical meaning up and down, so two mallets strike up and down to create the stroke. Single independent, similarly, means what the words mean individually. Single meaning one mallet, independently meaning independent of the other mallet. So in this exercise, one mallet from each hand is going to strike independently of the other to create the stroke. So it's really important that we understand how the mallet numbering system works when it comes to this stroke type. Essentially, we go from the left to the right, or low to the high, and we number them 1, 2, 3, 4. So our left hand has the one mallet on the outside, two mallet on the inside closest to your body. 3 is the right hand closest to your body, and 4 is the outside furthest away from your body in your right hand. So in this exercise, we have each measure is a mallet. So we start with 3 mallet, which is our right hand closest to our center of our body. Next measure goes to G, which is on the left hand inside closest to the body. Then we go all the way to the outside right hand, high G, and then the outside left hand, low C. So basically, when you set up at your keyboard, you're going to be thinking about the notes, if you had a keyboard, low C, middle G, middle C, high G, right? So from low to high, C, G, C, G. That'll really help you get set up in this exercise. You essentially just use those 4 notes throughout this whole entire exercise, and it should always feel comfortable, either closer to your body, further away from your body. All right, so in the first portion of the exercise, which, let me get my pen pulled up here, it's just this first line. You're just doing one hand single independence at a time. Then in the next 2 lines of the exercise, you're either playing with your 2 and 3 mallet, which are your insides, or your 1 and 4, which are your outsides. And then in the next line, you're on the left hand outside and the right hand inside, or the left hand inside and the right hand outside, so that you're always doing single independent strokes. And then in the final 2 lines of the exercise, it's kind of similar to what we did, except you have 8th notes, so striking them together, and then 16th notes, them apart. But no matter what you do, it is always still a single independent stroke in this exercise. What you need to realize is after the 16th notes, you end with a single note followed by going back into the double stops. And then when you come here, same thing, 16 notes into a single note. So you're just going to want to practice those transitions to make sure. But essentially, it's always very formulaic throughout. One thing that you really want to be clear on as you do these is that you keep coming back to the same height throughout, all right? We don't want it to be one hand is really high while the inside mallet is low. We want it to rotate from that up position, home base we were talking about, and come right back, all right? So let's look at an example.